Hey guys, Jake went up here. As you can see, we just fell to our death, so that's awesome. Um, got a quick, got a quick change our game type to game mode 1. This is a mod pack which I thoroughly enjoy. However, the spawn for it seems to be a little bit buggy at times. This is actually called the Agrarian Skies Hardcore Survival Skyblock mod pack. It's actually just called the Agrarian Skies mod pack, but what it is essentially is a hardcore skyblock in ways that are really, really cool, I think. It's really innovated uh, the survival map like idea um, through use of some amazing mods by some really, really cool developers. I'm glad that I found this through a couple of other YouTubers that I watch. Um, I thought it looked really neat, so I was like, "Oh, hey, I'll play that. That seems interesting enough." What you see me doing here is um, the basic map for this is a 3 by 3 cube of like just plain dirt, no grass dirt. It's just plain dirt. Uh, in the middle of the sky at the altitude of 64. So you'll see that on my mini map over there in the top right. So the way that this works is it is a 3 by 3 cube. So sorry, pardon me with that extra block that should not have been there. Um, and what it is a survival map, kind of similar to the Skyblock series that has been posted on the Minecraft forums a lot recently, or not recently, but over the years of Minecraft being a very, very highly successful and popular game. Um, the way that it works is it starts you with these items you see me spawning in here in this chest that you saw me spawn in just a couple seconds ago. It also starts you with a hopper and a singular tree planted right here, which since I'm in creative, it didn't use up the one I spawned in. Um, Also, since I'm in creative, it didn't use up any of the bone meal I spawned in, and I can quick just clear out some of these leaves that are just going to be in the way for when I start trying to play. So what it is this chest gets placed on there. Inside this chest is placed each of the 3 saplings, 2 stacks of bone meal, and 1 hopper. Um, you might have saw as I plummeted to my death, there was a couple of books in my inventory. One was uh, World Domination with Open Blocks, which is an amazing mod. I think Open Blocks is probably one of my favorite like miscellaneous mods. It just adds some really cool stuff. Tinker, it's materials. Yep, materials in you. The first volume, because there is a second one. By Skyla. Oh wait, it doesn't really change, but this is the second volume. It's the light tan volume that you start with. And you saw me with a very strange shaped book called I think it's called the Quest book. There was another one, but I think it was just a mariculture book, and I think mariculture is a stupid mod anyway. Uh, no offense to the person who made mariculture. I mean, it clearly took a lot of time to add all these fish and stuff in, but I thought it was dumb and a lot of work for a lot of nothing. Um, it's kind of like forestry with the bees. Uh, this was the other one that you start with, is basic materials and processing. From mariculture, I thought it was stupid just because uh, it's like the forestry with the bees where like it takes you a year and a half and you get like a piece of wood out of it. So I thought it was pretty pointless. Another thing that I have to do now is change my game mode back to normal. That was the only time you'll ever see me change my game mode. I don't plan on cheating that much. One other thing I have to do is lives add 1. Sorry, HQM. HQM. Help. Uh, lives add. Dude, come on now. Slash HQM lives add. Or not. Slash HQM hardcore. Okay, apparently I have no permission for anything, so we're not just gonna mess with that, and we will get there when we get there. Currently, right now, I'll show you what this questing book does. This is where the hardcore part comes in, because in the normal skyblock, there's a chest that sets you up with a cobblestone gen and all this other stuff. You might have heard a voice there. He reads that apparently the world has disappeared, and you woke up on this block of dirt in the middle of the sky with this tree and this chest, and that's it. Right here, you'll see that my lives, there's only one, because I died one time, and so now if I die, the game is over. I think that's kind of dumb because you normally start with two or three, sorry. So I might just pop back into creative mode and grab myself full two full hearts. Um, those are the item in the game that will give you more health. Um, or more lives, sorry. That's pretty much the basis of this, is if you run out of lives, you are done. You don't get to play anymore. Um, you are pretty much screwed if you run out of lives. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start by destroying this tree, getting our items out of here, picking up this chest, hopefully, digging down 2 blocks, and then grabbing every block of dirt that we can possibly catch. We're not gonna break the bottom platform, obviously, because we don't want to plummet to our deaths on a regular basis. I'm actually gonna crouch because I'm making myself nervous. We don't want to fall off, that's a big problem. With this mod pack in particular, it also adds Tinkerer's Construct, which is a mod pack that adds the smeltery, and I'm not sure if you know what I'm talking about, but it's a multi-block structure that you can put ores into, and they will get smelted down into a liquid, and you can pour them into a cast and make parts, or you can pour them into a basin and make blocks of that material, or if there's a cast for the ingot, you can make... Ooh, that would have been bad. Hopefully we can grab that. Or not, that's cool too. So already we're using... Oh wait, we had picked one up. Awesome. Okay, good. We'll slap down another tree quick, bone meal it up. We'll have to break it down because we are running out of daylight. No mobs will spawn clearly because obviously there's nowhere for them to spawn. I'm not sure if you know this, but even in vanilla Minecraft, mobs will not spawn within a 16 block radius of the player. Unless you are deep underground, then they will spawn on the surface near your house. It doesn't matter how close they are to, as long as you're underground. Ooh, there's another sapling and an apple. Okay, food is very, very scarce. Especially with the overhaul mod. There's a mod called the Hunger Overhaul. It makes you run out of health or run out of food bar chicken nuggets, I guess, way faster. You have very little time to worry because you have to pretty much have a plan for everything. So we're gonna go into HQM and click on Learning to Skyblock. We've got a good portion done already, so we'll claim reward, and we get the Pick of Splintered Dreams and the apple. So we get a second apple, and we also get this pick, which is stone bound, which means that it was made using netherrack, and it's also got a thalmic, I think, a thalmic binding on it. We'll check here. Yep, the wood pickaxe, thaumium binding, and the netherrack tool rod. Um, this just means that the durability is really low because of the pickaxe head. The handle modifier makes our picking speed 1.2 times faster, so it's just about 20% faster. Um, our mining speed already was 1.5, so 150%. So it's just like 170% um, mining speed. It can only mine stone, so even if there was somehow an ore somewhere around here, we could not pick that up right now. We would be screwed. Um, On to the next quest. If you manually submit a piece of wood, you'll get the quest delivery system and the QDS, which is probably, in my opinion anyway, one of the most useless things in the game, but it's something that we have to do eventually to complete the quests in this book, because the quests eventually lead you to uh, having to put liquids in to complete quests. Well, if you've got to put a liquid in, uh, it's probably best to have a hopper with a lovely little QDS system to feed that liquid into the quest book to submit your quest. Otherwise, you have to constantly fill buckets and submit them manually. The bucket doesn't get taken, but it's just a really, really big hassle for something that doesn't even need to happen. So now that we've thrown that in there, the quest has been complete. No help given. Give the hopper back. You don't get to keep it. Make sure you break it with a pickaxe. So that's why they gave us the pickaxe of Splinter Dreams in the first place. Is because there is literally no help given on the skyblock. So this hopper that they gave us, made out of iron, we don't even get to keep. You gotta go into the quest book, and you have to manually submit it to complete a quest. You receive another full heart, so that'll bring us up to 4 hearts, and you get this item called a reward bag. This one is just a basic reward bag. It says the level of the reward bag right here, or right underneath where it says basic there. You open it up and it gives you items. So we got a rain muffler, which is amazing for right now because we are just starting out. But I hate rain in Minecraft. Like the sound of it really bothers me. So we just placed some magic wool in our ears, which means that we no longer have to deal with the annoying sound of rain splattering down and crushing our dreams a little bit at a time. Sorry, my voice kind of went out on me there. Um, I just turned up the brightness because I think that might help. I was looking at the recording, or one of my test recordings earlier, and it was looking pretty dark, but I don't think it should be that dark right now. Um, right now, I'm going to go into the map options right here. I'm going to turn off latest death waypoint. Um, that was just kind of annoying and in the way. I'm also going to find where it makes death waypoints at and turn those off because I really don't need those either. Show. Oh, guess not. Alright, or maybe I'm missing it and just being dumb. Oh well. Um, right now it's nighttime. There isn't really much we can do. We just kind of gotta chill out and we can check the QDS for another quest to get done. In the beginning, there's a chest which comes with it, so that part of the quest is already done. It says crafting station. Now we have a crafting table, but with Tinker's Construct they add this item called the crafting station, which is a very, very simple construction. You just have to take a crafting table, pop it in your little crafting box in your inventory, and pull out a crafting station. We just dropped some serious frames when I opened that up. I think it's probably too many items that's doing that. There we go. I just brought it back up. It's because I had a window open on the side. But everything's okay now. Everything is awesome. And no, not the Lego movie. So there's the crafting station. What this does is, let's say I'm crafting another crafting table, I can do that. and I can leave, and my blocks don't spill out all over the ground, and I can go back to it and go into it, and that's all there. And I just made another crafting table and wasted wood. That bothers me a little bit, because I was being dumb. So there's that. I think we're just gonna go for 20 minutes for this recording, and then I shall see you all later. But for right now, we still got about 5 minutes, actually about 4.5 minutes, and we're going to complete this quest whether they like it or not. They being, I don't know. However, one thing that you have to almost constantly be doing is making sure that there are trees planted. Without trees, without wood, you are pretty much screwed, which is why they give you the three saplings in the beginning chest, because if you by chance break the tree down that spawns in the middle of the block and no saplings are given, you are done. The game's over. You have to start all over. Not that it's that big of a deal because you would have just started and realized, but that kind of goes for any tree just in case you draw the short end of the stick and you get no spawn whatsoever of um, no spawn of saplings, then you're done. There's no way for you to win, really. You just gotta start all over, and that would blow really, really bad, especially if you made it really, really far. On one of my older versions of this that I'd play all the time, I ended up having to start all over, and I had a whole bunch of cool stuff that this mod added, or that this mod pack added, I should say. Um, it was really fun, and I guess that's why I'm playing this, because I had a lot of fun with it the last time I played it. Um, one of the things that, or one of the mods in this pack is called Ex Nihilo, which in Latin means from nothing. So that's pretty much like the basis behind this mod pack, is you are going to build everything from nothing. Which is kind of a lie because they give you stuff right at the beginning, but at the same time, it's pretty amazing what you can get um, due to some serious time and dedication in this mod pack. Um, a lot of people uh, give up when they lose, but I just kept going, I guess. I've played this mod pack, I think, 4 or 5 times. Uh, the fifth time being my most successful, but the four before that, it was very, very, very unsuccessful. I was doing really good, and then I wasn't doing so good, and things just weren't going the way I needed them to. Uh, so that's what happened there. What you see me doing here is I'm making more, I was going to say stencils, but they're actually called blank patterns. They're what's used in Tinker's Construct to construct tool part patterns in the part builders and stuff. Actually, it's called the stencil table, turns it into the pattern. The part builder takes a material such as, in this mod, you have to use flint for the first one because every other tool, like every vanilla Minecraft tool, is disabled. You can't use wood picks. Here, I'll show you, for instance, if I do this here, and if I build across the top, oh, whoops, build across the top, it didn't even make anything. If I build a hoe, it works. If I build, I think a shovel works too, yep. If I take that out and try making a sword, doesn't work. They disabled everything that is vanilla for the sake of just more hardcore. They just were really, really thinking ahead of the game when they made this mod pack, such as, and by that I mean they were just really, really ready for any player to pick this up and take the challenge, I guess. It is a very, very challenging mod pack. I would not suggest it if you are new to the game, because it is very easy to lose if you're not paying attention to certain things. Luckily with the hunger overhaul in this one, you don't starve as fast, but you do still starve rather quickly. Now what you saw me make there are oak barrels. Um, they're a very, very important part of this mod. You use them to essentially um, take water from the biome that you're in. So like when it rains, these barrels will fill up and you can get a water bucket out of them. But for right now, I'm actually going to build two up. Oh, that's gonna just break. Yep. So what I'm gonna have to do is take a piece of wood already, crouch, and plunk one there, and plunk one there. Okay, so now we will get our one bucket of water because I've made three, but these other two here I'm actually going to use to do some composting. Now what composting does is you can fill a barrel with saplings, essentially, because that's the only renewable form of organic life form, and it will turn to dirt. So what you see there is add compostable items at the top, where it says oak barrel. It's 88% full. It would take a couple more saplings to fill up. We will actually throw in the birch sapling because I don't plan on using that anytime soon. So there, now it's composting, and in a couple minutes we'll have another chunk of dirt to throw down on the ground somewhere, and we actually completed the quest at 21 minutes, so not too far off. We got a good chunk into the mod pack during this recording session. I'm hoping that you guys had fun. I know this mod pack is always really fun for me, and I always love showing this mod pack to new people who are interested in Minecraft mods. This has been Jake One Off, or Jake One Up, and I'm signing off. Bye, guys.